learning, performing, growing, excelling. Welcome to the Sanford News Network.
And welcome to another edition of Sanford Sports. Today we have field hockey. As always, I'm Jeremy Carr here with Phoenix Hendricks. Sorry for the delayed start. There's about 6 minutes gone in the game. Sanford, unfortunately, falling behind 1-0 early. But we still got plenty of time left. Sanford coming into this final game with a 4-9 record. Tatnall, conversely, has fared much better. They are 11-3, and in their last 7 games, they've won 6 and outscored their opponent by a combined score of 25-1. So a tough challenge in the final game for Sanford, but they'll look to finish strong on the season.
Yeah, I was there the last time Sanford played Tatnall, and it didn't go well, 5-0.
Oh, my. Well, they're playing from behind here as Tatnall scored on a penalty corner. So, see if Sanford can play with some adversity, as Tatnall has another penalty corner pending. Here we go. With it is Rachel Whitehead, who goes to the ground, and Sanford's defense stiffens, and they'll have possession. Anderson up past Allie Butler. Now with it is Albane. Passed up again, across the midfield line, but Tatnall secures it. That one hits off of Sanford player, Allie Butler with it. Passing over, looking for Eiler, who is fighting for it. Now it's back towards the middle. And possession will switch hands. Whitehead hits it up to Cattermole. Stopped by Anderson. So good defensive play. Pass over through space to Eiler. Crosses midfield and passes across to Albane. Gets it taken away by McConnell. Tatnall possession. In play. And we'll just move up a bit and start again. That ball gets way up in the air. Anderson slaps it down to control it. Now passes over to Allie Butler. Trying to get it to Coker, but it hit off her feet. And you can't do that. So
No, you can't in field hockey. Very against the rules.
It took me so long to learn that rule. I learned it before I started calling field hockey games, but it took me a lot longer than I'd like to admit to actually figure out that that's why the teams kept switching sides. Is because, well, that was one of the many reasons, but, oh, no, that... I was concerned there for a minute, but shot was not in the circle, so don't count. So don't matter that Audrey Everett missed it. Powell loses it out of bounds. Now into Colasante. Caldwell defending Anderson. Up to Albane. Still Sanford possession. Butler hits it off of the hand of Perrin. Ouch. Cuff winds up, passes that one, hits off of someone. Still with Sanford, and Cuff will hit it again. Bounces past Albane. Eiler trying to get there, maybe. Close to the boundary. and we'll switch sides.
Furthest Sanford's gotten on the Tatnall side all day.
Now we're back cross almost. And now coming up with it is Powell. Sticks collide. Sanford maintains possession. Nice weather, isn't it? I think it's
glorious.
nice weather.
Chilly, slightly rainy. It's really nice.
I like that weather, so I think this is nice.
I do too.
And Sanford finally getting a chance as they will have the penalty corner.
First one for them all day.
See if they can capitalize.
Hopefully so.
Tie this game up. Here we go. Caldwell hits it in. Cuff with it. Pass back across. Shot got deflected. And cleared by Tatnall. And now passed up to Colasante on the fly. No one there. Anderson trying to get there. Into the circle. Saved by Audrey Everett. Anderson flies over her. And now Tatnall still with a chance. And that one's deflected up in the air. And it will be a penalty corner for Tatnall, but that could have been a goal were it not for the great save by Everett.
That was amazing. She was on the ground and ready to get that. Very enthusiastic cheers from the benches here.
I would be enthusiastic too if my goalie did that.
Incredible save.
It was incredible. Put in play, and Tatnall couldn't connect on it. Oh, off of the foot of Everett. She saved it again. Anderson cuts off and steals, and it will be Sanford possession. Butler, that one hits off of Tatnall, and now Kropanicki pass up to, but Aubane can't connect on it. Just under 2 minutes left in the first. Still 1-0 Tatnall. And that could be dangerous as Singer gets by Anderson. Ball gets behind Butler, or behind Everett. Still on the ground, and Anderson clears it. Sanford getting out of trouble again. That was close. That one got past Whitehead, and Eiler fights for it. Sticks collide. Powell will advance it. Winds up. Ends up in the possession of Nolan, who tries to lead Eiler, but Conkey was there.
1 minute left in this first quarter. Still 1-0.
Powell. That one rolls past everyone, and Conkey is the first to get there. Caldwell knocks it out of bounds. Tatnall possession still. Over, and good defensive stop by Allie Butler. Now pass to Eiler. Back outside looking for Aubane. She couldn't get there. Butler trying to keep it in, and doing so successfully. And it'll be Tatnall possession. And with that, the first quarter ends. And Sanford is trailing still 1-0. But it could have been a whole lot worse were it not for the work of Audrey Everett.
Yeah, that was some pretty amazing saves there.
So, what does Sanford need to do to at first tie this and then hopefully take the lead moving forward?
They're going to need to stop having to rely on their defense. The defense played an incredible quarter, but they have to play some better offense here if they're going to try to score goals.
Love to see them pull off the upset here. All right, we are back for quarter number 2. See some more action. Hopefully see a couple goals for Sanford, if we're lucky.
Hopefully. At least one goal. Tie it up. Field hockey is not a very high-scoring sport.
Unless you're Tatnall, who's scored 25 in your last 7 games.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I'll admit it.
Here we go. Cuff winds up passes, no one there. And it gets out of bounds.
It's a messy.
Powell
Do you think that's fine?
working with it.
Yes.
That one gets out of bounds
Yes.
as well. So back the other way.
Oh,
Up and
turn
that one gets
turn
out of
the audio
bounds
off.
on
Unclip
Sanford.
that. Just unclip that. Okay,
And
so right, that's
that one
perfect.
gets
Wait.
past Anderson. Good defense by
Because
Sanford
I think
to get back and keep Tatnall from getting a shot off. Powell, it gets out of bounds on her, so
It's fine. No, it's not. It's not fine.
what happened?
Walker has it now over Anderson.
Look at
hits
that.
it up and it
It made that shot
right
tiny,
into
too.
Cattermole, but she seems to be okay, so we continue. And now we're going to get another penalty corner for Tatnall.
A lot this game
Yeah, they have. It's not good.
compared to the one for Sanford.
Minute and a half, roughly, gone in the second. Put in play. Tatnall couldn't connect with that again, but they almost got possession back, and now we'll switch directions. So Sanford gets away with no goal. Cuff trying to pass it. No one there. Sticks collide in the circle, so be another penalty corner for Tatnall. Here we go. Wind up shot wide right. Thing was a missile. Cuff over, and that one gets by Riley Green, but it there for Tatnall is Conkey. Nolan taking it from behind. Moving up. Powell. Aubain. Close in the circle. Penalty corner for Sanford, I believe. Yes.
Second of the day.
Compared to like second in a series of seconds for like within a minute span, Tatnall had two, and Sanford's just now getting their second.
Wow.
Not within a minute of the start of the game, but in 1 minute stretch.
I get you.
Just want to emphasize that. Here's the shot by Cuff. It's close. Put home. Believe it was Caldwell to tie this thing up. 1-1 with 11:11 to go in the second. That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, that's making the game a lot more exciting.
Hit off the foot of the goalie right to Caldwell, who was there to put it back in.
Penalty corners do work out sometimes.
Indeed. It's the first time in like 4 games a team has scored on Tatnall. So,
Wow.
just something to note.
Wow.
As Stella Anderson pickpockets Singer. So Sanford's still playing very hard. They will not be in the playoffs. Tatnall will, but Sanford would very much like to end their season on a high note.
That would feel really good.
Yeah, it would. We'd like that. Aubain over to Nolan, who's got a little bit of space now to Powell to her left. Kind of gets tripped up on it. Gets it by Green. Still maintaining possession, and that one hits off of Green's shin. Powell, long wind-up, and it was outside of the circle, so won't count for anything, but still pretty impressive.
Very much.
Because similar thing happened earlier.
Yeah.
Except Tatnall had the super long goal, but it was outside the circle.
Yeah, one of Sanford's players helpfully reminded us about that rule.
That one gets by everyone, except there's no Tatnall players there except Anderson for Sanford, who clears it. Put in play. Cuff working on defense, still Tatnall possession. With it is Whitehead, defended by Coker. Lines up, shoots it across, and I think it hit off the Tatnall player's foot, so Sanford possession. Pass over to Powell. A nice pass up to Eiler, except it was defended well. Back to Powell. Let's try again. That one hits off the stick of number 24 for Tatnall, Carolyn Walker. 9 minutes now to go in the second. Cuff shoots that one up, and it hits off of Tatnall and now moves back to the far corner. Caldwell. Anderson passes over to Kropanicki. Back to Anderson. And to Powell looking for Nolan, not able to get there. Sticks collide, that one was pretty clear. So Tatnall possession. That one goes down the line and kept in by Colasante. Nice play. Caldwell there, and now Tatnall has pretty wide open look, but number 28, Terrence Singer, didn't get a good shot on it and get a collision, and it will be Sanford possession. Weaving through the defense is number 11, Whitehead. And Butler hits it, and about 2 feet later, it is stopped dead by Wilkinson. As you are now coming in clutch with an umbrella. And, oh, shot contested well by Anderson, because that one, Whitehead was like right by the goal. So Nolan, that one hits off of Perrin. So here's Powell. Nice pass up, gets by Eiler and gets past Tatnall's defender Brumfield. Here's Anderson with it, and that one still moving with it is Tatnall, past Kropanicki, and move back across to Wilkinson into the circle. Everett kicks it away. Everett kicks it away again, but right back to a Tatnall player. So, try again. That one gets high and hits off a Tatnall player, so we'll get a corner, penalty corner for Tatnall. So now the stakes are much higher. Sanford playing tied rather than playing from behind. They got to protect the even score.
Yep. We'll see how this goes.
Here we go. At the top, here's the, and I think a high stick was called on Perrin, so. Up past Aubane, and is that one going to stay in? No. So back to Tatnall as we are now under 5 minutes left in the second. That one got way up in the air. Tatnall still with possession. Passing across, stopped by Powell. Sends it back, looking for Eiler. Almost cleared by Brumfield. And Powell comes up with it again. Closing fast, though, is Perrin. Sticks collide. Called on Tatnall. So Powell with it, looking for Eiler. That one deflects towards the middle. Powell trying to get there as it's close to the side. That one goes out of bounds, but still Sanford possession. Cuff looking for Butler, I believe. Sanford still has it. Cuff pass now. Butler has to leave the circle to get it. Pass back towards the circle, and penalty corner for Sanford.
Last time that happened, we scored, so we'll see if we can score again.
Wouldn't that be something? Caldwell puts it in play. Cuff with it. Swings. That one's on the ground. Eiler's close. Couldn't put it in. So we remain even at 1. Cuff with it. Gets it taken away from behind. So Tatnall has it back as we're under 3 minutes left now. Up ahead. Caldwell trying to run it down. His ball has almost entered the circle for Tatnall, and it will be their possession. And now we'll get a quick whistle and a penalty corner for Tatnall. .2:10 left in the second. And Sanford would definitely not like to go into the half down, so big penalty corner here. Here's the windup and the shot, and it goes just to the left of the goal and out of bounds. Moving up with it is Sanford, and then it was stopped by Tatnall, and will go the other way. And spinning around is Cosante. Oh, Everett kicks it out and has to move back as Tatnall recovered. This is close. Anderson contests. Everett dives to move it out. And now
Save.
It will be Sanford possession. That was another close call.
Yeah.
Ball gets by Green. And it will be Sanford possession. We're under 30 seconds now. We'll see if we get any more action before the whistle. Powell with it. And Tatnall able to recover as we're down to 4 seconds. And possession switches hands, and the buzzer sounds. Halfway through. Deadlocked. 1-1. We will be back in a bit for half number 2.
As Sanford celebrates 90 years of serving students, we have a lot to be proud of. Although we have faced many obstacles during the pandemic, Sanford has risen to the challenge, and our COVID numbers remain low. Conversely, our enrollment is high, the highest it's been in more than a decade. From a financial perspective, our endowment has exceeded the $11 million mark for the first time in our school's history. Understanding that COVID is still a part of our lives, the light at the end of the tunnel is getting brighter. This month marks the beginning of our return to hosting several traditions. As a parent of a senior, I am so excited about commencement in the quad. Students from this year's graduating class have exemplified strong Sanford spirit. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Sanford spirit also has made us bolder, brighter, and stronger. Recent campus improvements have created outstanding facilities for our community. And our success is never final. Major renovations are coming to the Solwyn Mass Science Center and Hebb Hall. Both buildings will be transformed into innovative, state-of-the-art education centers. Many of our achievements are a result of our strategic plan. One of the plan's 4 key pillars was to boldly honor diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have made great strides with this priority, and the Board of Trustees and Mark's leadership team are committed to continuing this important work. All of these accomplishments are possible because of the strong partnership between Mark's team and the Board of Trustees. The board's confidence in Mark is unwavering. I'm a believer in the flywheel effect, developed by Jim Collins. In his book, Good to Great, Collins says that no matter how dramatic the end result, good to great transformations never happen in one fell swoop. There is no single defining action, no one innovation, no solitary lucky break. Rather, the process resembles relentlessly pushing a heavy flywheel, turn by turn, building momentum until a point of breakthrough and beyond. The Sanford flywheel is really starting to spin. We're thrilled to have you on board for an incredible ride. Our potential feels limitless. Thank you for being a part of the Sanford journey. At Sanford,
Well, I think we're doing Cinderella.
All right, welcome back. Still here with Phoenix Hendricks. I'm Jeremy Carr, and we are deadlocked 1-1 for Sanford's final game against Tatnall. And we still got 2 more quarters, 1 more half of action. Hopefully, we'll be able to see Sanford end their season with a win.
It'll be pretty incredible, especially against such a tough opponent like Tatnall.
Teams have switched sides.
But we can see some action on this side of the field. Some offensive action on Sanford's part.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. You're right. That one was a rocket that hit off of Cuff, who was limping for a moment, but is now seemingly all right. And that one's close to the goal, and it goes left. That was quick. That was 20 seconds, and Tatnall was really, really close to a goal.
Not a good sign.
And it will be Sanford possession.
Tatnall has it, trying to get it back. Hit that out of bounds right in front of Butler. She hits it in, dribbles up a bit. Rockets it past number 17, who brings it in.
Butler with it over for Aubain, still on the ground. Now it will be a penalty corner for Sanford. That's a lot faster they got to that point. Took them a lot less time to get there to start this half than it did to start the previous half. Caldwell puts it in. Here we go. Cuff passes back behind her to Nolan. Over to Anderson. Shot hits off of Tatnall player. I didn't see exactly what happened, but Tatnall has possession, and that one is rocketed up for Singer, who now gets by Anderson and has a lot of green grass in front of her, and a pass over Krapanicki there defending, who gets it back out to Butler. And with it now is Perrin. And that one hit off the foot of number 29, Hill. Eiler has it going up the side. Stops and sends it back across for Lane Powell. Now she sends it coming close to the circle, but stopped by Tatnall. Now Powell cuts off the pass. Over to Cuff. Fighting for it with Whitehead. About 3 minutes gone. Anderson. Back to Krapanicki. And get a whistle. Sanford possession. Just moved up a little bit. Butler and, whoa. That was impressive. Little dribbling in the air by Terrence Singer. I have never actually seen someone do that in game, so that was really, really cool.
Done it with a roller hockey ball a couple times, but never in a game.
Did you play roller hockey? Cuff puts it in play. Now Sanford possession. And now we'll get a green card for delay of game. Cuff with it, and they are now in the advantage since Tatnall was called for delay of game, and that one hit off of the leg of Powell. Did you say a roller hockey ball?
Yeah,
Did you play roller hockey?
for a bit.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I never competed in a league or any of that, but we have concrete in our basement, and I have a goal set up, and I play occasionally. I always wanted to
Sick.
play in the league, but the closest one's in New Jersey.
I was about to say, I was wondering where you would do that, because I
Close-
hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, the closest league's is in New Jersey, so yeah, not close at all.
That's unfortunate. And Powell misses on the first attempt, connects much more effectively on that one. Back, Eiler lets it get by and hits her stick off the Tatnall players. And that one's passed across by Whitehead, and Walker now has it. Anderson coming across to send it up the side. But sticks collide, and it will go back to Tatnall. Still deadlocked at 1.
And my hands have turned purple.
Oh my, wow, that's not good. And Everett sliding to kick it away again. Another good save by Audrey Everett.
Well, if I had to pick one player as the player of the game, it would be Everett.
Sounds like a good pick to me. Cuff. Back, tries to send it back to Kropanicki, but that one goes out of bounds. .30. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. Slapped down by the Sanford defense, and they will get possession. That one looks like, I couldn't really see what happened, but there was a lot of collisions and the ball went way up in the air, so that was pretty cool, actually, in my honest opinion. Have a little now the ref is signaling for a retake of that shot, so we'll try again. And that one didn't get to any Sanford player, as now Anderson almost loses it from behind, gets it back, and tries to get it across for Powell. There is Cuff to continue the movement of the ball back the other way. Everett kicks that one away. And now Tatnall was coming close to having a shot attempt, and now they will, most likely, because they have another penalty corner. We go, and then no, here we will not go, because ref whistles right away, so we'll try again. Wind-up shot hits off of the post, but it hits off the outside of the post, so no problem for Sanford. .45 now left in the third. And Whitehead was moving with it, but the ref had signaled Sanford possession. Cuff up for Aubane, who drops. No, she knocked the stick out of the hands of the Tatnall player. Butler with it. Up trying to lead Aubane, but it gets to Conkey first. With it now is Walker. Across the Sanford bench, getting progressively louder. Oh, wait, no, they stopped. Never mind. And now it'll be another penalty corner for Tatnall. We've had a lot of those. I know we already said that, but I think it's just something that needs attention.
Yeah.
Because that is where, like, 99% of goals are scored. Everett kicks it away again. And now we'll get another penalty corner, so let's see if Sanford can get another stop. Here we go. Gets by Whitehead, so Sanford defense has a little bit of extra time to get out and defend. Sanford possession. Defense came through again. 3:33 now left in the third. Gets by Eiler and now over. Nolan has it. Now working with it and trying to pass over for Powell. Caldwell sends it up, and that one gets out of bounds on Sanford, so Tatnall possession. And Whitehead sends it up way in the air. And now Tatnall moving in, stopped by Kropanicki. Cuff clears it. Still on the ground. Cuff with it again, but gets it taken away by Whitehead. And we'll get a whistle here, and I believe it will be Sanford possession, yes. Cuff sends it up, but coming up with it is Riley Green. Now Eiler with it in the middle, hits off of the crossing Rachel Whitehead. Allie Butler not able to get there before Hill sends it out of bounds. And the aforementioned Hill launches that one into the air.
Just over 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
And
I'm sorry.
Stella Anderson called for the shove there. And Anderson clears it. Ball on the ground, cutting through the Sanford defense a bit before Audrey Everett does, as she has been doing seemingly every time Tatnall gets close today. She kicks it away, so great play from her today. So now it's on the ground again and gets just left of the goal. So, but I believe it was last touched by Sanford. It was. So, Tatnall possession, under a minute remaining in the third. Wind up shot, pass by Whitehead, still on the ground. Butler has it, tries to pass it up to Eiler, not able to get there. And it will stay with Tatnall. Now it is in the circle again. Aubane with it on the ground. Players cluster, and there'll be another penalty corner for Tatnall. 10 seconds, so Tatnall's got to move fast. 7, 6, 5, they might not get it off. 3, 2, and they'll continue to play it. And still on the ground. The end of the third will be when play is signaled dead. And there it is. There's the whistle. We've played 3. Sanford and Tatnall tied at 1 apiece going into the final quarter of Sanford's field hockey season. Unless there's overtime, then they'll get one more after that. We'll be back for that.
Sanford has prepared me to confidently speak to my professors, whether I was in my small-sized writing class of 20 or an intro chemistry lecture of 400. I always feel comfortable seeking help or clarification when I needed it, thanks to Sanford. The teachers here really love what they're doing and really love to help the students be the best that they can be. Along with that, I can honestly say I feel as if I'm able to acclimate to any learning environment. Sanford's small class sizes help to create the foundations and the skills necessary to seek out and work well with groups, which was so helpful when I got to college. Whether you've been a student for 1 year or 14 years, it's easy to see how Sanford prepares you for college and for life. Phenomenal teachers, bright students, and cutting-edge facilities are just a few of the great things about this place. The best way to learn more about the magic of a Sanford education is to visit the campus, meet members of the community, and see for yourself why so many people choose Sanford.
All right, we are back and ready for quarter number 4. Still tied at 1 apiece, so we'll hope for an exciting ending here. What do you want to see? How do you want to see this end? And be specific. Don't just say a Sanford goal.
I want to see a Sanford goal with 17 seconds left.
17 seconds. Okay.
Precisely. No more, no less.
Now, the odds of that happening are like
1 in a million.
Yeah, and if that happens, like, actually, that'd be really, really cool. I won't say I'd give you anything because I'm frugal with my money, but that's cool.
I'd buy a lottery ticket.
Huh?
I'd buy a lottery ticket if it were to happen.
You got to go to Las Vegas if you pull that off. Powell up to Nolan. Moving with it on the fly. Getting by again. And now Eiler with it. Ball goes up in the air. Still with Sanford. Cuff. Into Powell. And a penalty corner for Sanford. That's a good way to start the 4th.
The only goal so far was from a penalty corner, so let's see if we can pull it off again.
Now, if this hypothetical 17-second goal is not like a tie-breaking goal, does it count?
No, it's got to be a tie-breaking
Okay,
goal.
okay,
But of course, I'd rather see a goal here than that with 17 seconds left.
Just clarifying. Cuff winds up. Shot on the ground. That was so close. And now Sanford will try again because they will get another penalty corner. Here we go. Same time, 20 seconds later. Caldwell to Cuff. Cuff now to Albane, and it gets out of bounds. So Sanford with a couple of penalty corners, not able to put either of them in the back of the net. So Tatnall possession, and now they're moving up, and Caldwell bangs sticks with Tatnall player, so it's still their possession. Just over 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Whitehead weaving through the circle, and she goes down as she was winding up to take a shot. I think she collided with a Sanford player. I didn't see who, but she looks to be okay, so we continue. Cuff tries to send that one through the gap, stopped by McConnell. Anderson, and believe the sticks collided in the circle, so it'll be another penalty corner for Tatnall. Here goes the penalty corner to Whitehead. Trying to pass it over. Getting there is Anderson to break it up, kind of. And now it's on the ground still. Oh, that's close. And Tatnall gets it to go in to break the deadlock. Audrey Everett could not get to it in time because of the unlucky bounce. And with 11:41 to go in the fourth, Sanford has fallen behind 2-1.
This is at least it's a lot closer than their game at the UD field against Tatnall.
Yep. And there's still time left to get back into this game. Eiler back to Cuff. Nolan making a few moves. Sanford maintains possession. Powell has it. We'll change directions. And it will now be Tatnall possession, moving fast. Cuff there to slow down Singer. Nolan getting with it in space and sending it up. Looking for Eiler, but there first is Walker. Now Nolan sends it up again. Conkey there. Albane closing in.
10.5 minutes left in this game.
And that one hits off Nolan and goes out of bounds.
There's both 10.5 minutes left in the game and the season.
Yeah, you're right. It's a deep statement, especially for the seniors. Good stop by the Sanford defense. Nolan with it, stopping it dead in the track, stopping the ball dead in its tracks is Walker. And that one got out of bounds, I believe deflected off of Sanford. Whitehead puts that one in the air, and it goes out of bounds. Sanford possession, 9:28 left in the game. And it will stay with Sanford.
Minutes left in this season.
And Cuff sends it over, looking for Butler. Sanford possession, 8:47. Cuff winds up, tries to get it to Eiler. Now that one goes back outside. Kroponicki's the only one close to it, so she will send it back the other way. Butler and Wilkinson fighting for it. Butler comes up with it. Cuff looking for Albane. We'll change directions. Hill lifts it up, way up in the air. Anderson with it. Passing over, looking for Nolan. Coming up with it is Walker.
8 minutes left in this game.
Whoa, that one was another rocket by Tatnall. Still have possession around middle of the field. Caldwell there trying to clear it and does. Back to Powell on the side. She winds up. And that one just gets by everyone and totally changes the direction. Eiler trying to get there and almost does. Aubane almost as well. And it hit off the foot of Powell, who was coming in to try and send it back to Sanford. And now that one is sent back to almost off campus with how far that ball went. Not really. That's kind of an overstatement. But I don't know. I thought it sounded good. What do you think?
I mean, we are pretty close to the border of campus. Route 41's right beyond the field, over the hill, which still has the Warriors with the pink ribbon painted on it.
Cool.
Still hasn't worn off entirely yet.
Well, our support for breast cancer awareness does not wear off either. So.
Yep. Even though it's not Breast Cancer Awareness Month anymore, it's still a very important cause.
Indeed, and if you could donate to that, I'm sure there would be many, many people in the world that would be much appreciative. So. .6:16 left in the fourth. Sometimes I really have to watch my grammar on here because one of the people I'm working with is my former English teacher.
Yes.
So that's why I have to be very specific. Fortunately, though, he doesn't give me too many hassles about it.
No. I try to keep my grammar good anyways, no matter who's on the crew with me.
Tatnall with it. They're close. Everett kicks it away again. This could easily be much more one-sided were it not for Audrey Everett.
Saving Sanford's chances right now.
Well, guess we have bad timing for words because Tatnall just buried home another shot. And with 5:14 to go in the fourth, that makes things look bleak for Sanford as they are now down 3-1.
Very grim outcomes right now.
Yeah, that one, that's unfortunate. .5:14 left in the game. Wilkinson, and now Tattermall on the ground close and goes out the back again. Still Sanford. Now Aubane down, so Sanford maybe has a chance for a goal here. No, Tatnall recovers, and it will be their possession with 4:24 left in the game. Those Tatnall players, they get a lot of air on the ball. You notice that?
Yeah, ball's been flying a couple times.
Nolan moving fast with it, and it hits off the foot. So, stays with Tatnall. That one goes out of bounds before anyone touches it, so Sanford possession.
3.5 minutes left in this game.
Anderson, but and that one ricochets. Everett saves it again, and another save by Everett. So, as we approach the end of this game, I think we need to show some appreciation for the senior players that have played their hearts out all season for Sanford, and moving on to next chapter. So that would be Stella Anderson and Aaron Eiler, who you've seen plenty of today, Cameron Brooks, one of the reserves, and Emma Smith, who is not here. But just shout out to the seniors. I think they really deserve it.
Just over 2 minutes left in this game and this season.
Nolan up and past Powell, who now recovers and gets it back. And a nice stop and set and pass to Aubain, who is in space with a chance. Gets out of bounds. .121 now left. Sanford with possession. Cuff over to Anderson. Looking to get it to Butler, but it was stopped by Tatnall. Now up to Cattermole, and Anderson knocks it out of bounds. Hill hits that one up in the air. Anderson chops at it, gets it down on the ground, then crosses to Powell, and a nice move by Powell to get in space and pass over ahead of Nolan, and Brumfield sends it back the other way. 40 seconds now left in the season. And we're under 30 seconds now.
What a season this was. We're lucky enough to stream 2 of the games. This one and the night game.
Yep.
Which we won in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, that one was fun, wasn't it?
That was really fun. It's been a pleasure working with you this season.
Hey, man, we still got the winter and spring seasons. I don't know if you're interested in those sports, but
yeah, I'll be streaming those.
Yeah, well, there's the whistle.
And that's the game.
And that is the season for Sanford, and they will run to their goalie, Audrey Everett. Her season ends not the way they wanted to. They finished 4-10, but they did play hard. So Sanford, keep your heads up. You have nothing to be ashamed of. This team beat you 5-0 the last time you played, and this time you fought with everything you had, and you held them to just a 3-1 score. Conversely, Tatnall finishes 12-3, a great season for them, and they will move on to the postseason. So, for again, the seniors, Stella Anderson, Aaron Eiler, Emma Smith, and Cameron Brooks, thank you for a great season and a great 2 to 4 years playing field hockey. And for our whole crew here, Ian Trask, Dom Diabaldo, Megan Nathy, John Fritz, he's Phoenix Hendricks, I'm Jeremy Carr. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you for some winter sports games.